A cyclone in the Gulf of Aden is about to strike mainland Yemen. It's on course to hit the port of chapala, which is controlled by Al-Qaeda. It's a storm of rare intensity for this part of the world, and there is concern, as you can imagine, about how this war-savaged region will cope. With me in the studio is BBC Arabic's May Norman. May, just before we talk about the region it's heading to, what's the latest on the actual cyclone itself?
So we've heard that the cyclone has made landfall and is meant to start to weaken now as it moves inland. So that's what we know from the ground. Okay,
and the region it's heading to, as I just said there, it's controlled by Al-Qaeda. Are they equipped to cope with this kind of weather and the humanitarian needs it may create?
Well, we've rarely seen anything like this in Yemen. I don't recall hearing about anything like this. So Yemen as a country and as a state rarely, or would have, at its best, would have not had the required capabilities to help people in this situation. So, I mean, remember that Yemen is a country has been in war for almost 7 months now. So it's leaving the country even in a much more dire state than it was before the war started.
I mean, I know it's very difficult to get information out of Yemen, but has there been any sense at BBC Arabic that there have been evacuations, that there have been procedures put in place by those in control there to try and protect people?
There's actually very little services being offered to these cities. We've heard from a resident in Mukalla who was talking about how young people are the ones who are volunteering to evacuate thousands of families and moving them to safer places like schools, and especially when we're talking about the island Socotra, which is completely isolated from the rest of Yemen, and even before the war as well, had very bare minimum basic services. So, and we're not hearing much from there because there's no electricity, no internet, so it's completely cut off from the rest of the world.
May, thank you for that update. May Norman from BBC Arabic. We'll keep you updated, of course, as that cyclone, as May said, makes land.